Hey guys, it's Bianca Lynch, your social media strategist and consultant, here with episode number 3 of Ain't No Monday Motivation. And today, the topic of our episode is getting uncomfortable. So we will be talking about getting outside of your comfort zone. And I know that this subject is something that you probably hear a lot of people talking about, and you may think, oh, this is cliche. However, it doesn't matter how many people are talking about this or how many times you've heard it. It still does not lessen how important it is for you to get out of your comfort zone on a daily basis. Quick backstory on me. I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina, and anyone who either lives there now or they've lived there before will tell you that while it may not seem like Wilmington is a small town, Wilmington is one of those places where it's very easy to get caught up in getting comfortable or staying comfortable, I should say. And by that, I mean hanging out with the same people, going to the same places, having the same conversations, and not really branching out. I grew up there, so I feel pretty qualified to say this. And when I decided to leave for school back in 2012, and I had applied to NC State, I actually thought that I was applying to like a small business school that was on the NC State campus, maybe somewhere a little secluded. And it turned out I was actually just applying to NC State in general. So I ended up going to the largest school in North Carolina and the most diverse school in North Carolina, which kind of scared the hell out of me at first. In Wilmington, there's Black, there's white, and there's Mexican. That's about all you're going to see. And when I came to the Triangle area, I could not believe how many different cultures were here. Like it was almost like culture shock for me, which I know sounds dramatic, but again, coming from Wilmington, and Wilmington is only 2 hours away. So it's not like I traveled super far for me to, feel this way, which surprised me even more. But what I quickly learned is the more I talked to people who were from different countries all over the world, the more it really expanded my mind by making me more open-minded, making me have a different perspective, and more of an appreciation of the world in general. Now, whenever it comes to the people you interact with on a daily basis or the people who you're used to talking to, at some point you have to start stepping out of your comfort zone. If you only hang around the same group of people your whole life and you only talk to the same type of people, you're not going to grow. I learned that the hard way again. And it's not only about the people you hang out with. It can be something as big as traveling to another country, and instead of always listening to what they're saying on the news or listening to what you see on social media, you decide, hey, I'm going to go travel here because I'm interested. I want to get to know this culture a little bit. And it can be something as small as trying different types of food. When I lived in Wilmington, I ate pizza, burgers, chicken, cereal, anything generic. I was not adventurous with food at all. And then I moved here, and I'm not exaggerating. Like, even eating at Chipotle was a big step for me, which I know that may sound sad to a lot of people, but again, that's just the way it is. That's the way I grew up. That's the town I grew up in. There was no Chipotle there when I was there. There is now, but there wasn't then. Of course, now I eat a lot of other different kinds of foods. Indian is actually one of my favorite foods ever that I love so much. I also recently started eating African food and just a lot of other different things. And the point I'm trying to make is if you stay in your comfort zone and in your bubble, number one, you're going to be boring. And no one else is going to tell you this but me, but branch out, talk to different people. If you work with someone who's maybe they have a different ethnic background and you see them sitting every day, you never talk to them, go talk to them, start a conversation, find out where they're from, ask them about their culture, what they normally eat, what they do, and you'll be surprised at how appreciative you are for not only the things that you have and the way you're raised, but you appreciate the differences between yourself and other people. And you'd be surprised to find out how much you actually complement each other. So again, I don't only want to make this about people. There are plenty of other ways you can get outside of your comfort zone. If maybe public speaking isn't your biggest strength, get out there and join a Toastmasters club. Or maybe just start speaking up in a meeting whenever you have something you want to say. If you know that maybe you don't want to go to the gym because you feel like people are looking at you, do it anyways. I promise you, no one's looking at you. I had that problem for a while when I first moved here because I went from working out in an all-women's gym to a co-ed gym, I guess is the correct terminology. Anywho, needless to say, I didn't die. I love my gym now. The point is, moral of the story is, get out of your comfort zone. Do something today. Today, do something that you wouldn't normally do. And when you see how you feel afterwards, it's this tiny, tiny moment. And it may seem like it's insignificant, but I promise you, it's not. It's huge. Do it, and you'll be so proud of yourself. You'll have this much more confidence in yourself, which all plays a role in the big picture. So that's my spiel about getting out of your comfort zone. So definitely let me know what you think. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, like, share, do all that. And remember that if you have something that you want me to touch on or a personal development topic that maybe you're struggling with, by all means, share. I am happy to chat about it. And otherwise, I will see you guys next Monday.